Ganpati Bappa Moria. What's up, guys? This is your boy Dude Person, and this video today I'm going to react on my time trial challenge that I did on Nürburgring GP. So the thing is that this week they had a time trial challenge on Nürburgring GP, and I was trying to beat the world's fastest lap time, and I was trying to learn a few things about track racing. So basically, this is the sequel to the previous video I've made. If you haven't watched it, I'll put the link over here. Please go and watch it. It's a fun video. It's VR powered. Even this video is VR powered. So let's dive into it. I'll show you my lap timing and I'll show you the world's fastest lap timing, and let's compare it and let's see what all fuck ups I've done and what all things I've got to learn. All right, I kept crashing a lot, and as you can see, I tried my best. But you crash as hell, and you keep crashing because you're impatient. These tracks aren't forgiving, and you see your ghost passing by, and you get impatient on the right foot. So, this is what the scenario is. Right now, the world record is 2.1.273. Then, the fastest champion in the world is 2.1.273, which is quite fast. And this is me, 2.10445, which is 8 9 seconds slower than the world champion. But here we go. Now, as we start, I'm trying to pick up a pace. I'm trying to learn my way around the track, because the thing is that every time you jump in and start driving this car, you have to first be confident about what is going on and to learn new things about the track. That's what I'm doing right here. And anything and everything that I say right now is only based on my experience. I'm not comparing it with anybody, any other players, or even the world champions, because I am practically a noob. I just started few months ago, and sim racing is one of the best things that have ever happened to me. It's a good hobby to have. I mean, you enjoy a lot, and your concentration just goes up. So right here, I'm learning this track again. Even though I have done this same time trial challenge before in my previous video, I have to learn it again because it's been quite 2 to 3 days. So I'm trying to pick up the pace because I had to go wide and then inside the corner. That's how I could get a faster um, corner exit. Right here, I am braking quite perfectly, but not as much as I would. Now again, the straights. The straights are pretty easy for everybody. Obviously, this corner is also tricky because you just have to lift your foot, and you don't have to brake at all in this corner, because you have to go, because it's a fast corner. Actually, I did struggle a little bit, but I came around. I definitely came around. Right here, I'm doing okay, not perfect, but it's okay. This was my first lap, a practice lap, you could say. Right here, it was wrong. I should have turned pretty quickly before the corner. These are pretty much okay, but obviously not fast approach to the corner as it should have been. Right here, I'm taking a sharp right turn, going outside line. My time is actually in the red, so it is invalid. It does not count. Now here we go. We start with the actual lap timing. Here I missed the chicane, I missed the turning point, and I did brake very late. This corner was pretty okay, but again, as you can see, I am still struggling with the this corner entry was average, okay, but the corner exit was poorly handled because again, it's a tricky corner. I don't know the technicalities of this track. Um, right here, I'm trying to struggle again, but the thing is that I'm picking up the pace little by little. So this corner exit was really bad. The corner entry was okay, but the exit was bad. This corner entry and exit was pretty okay. Nah, it was nice. Um, it's my cat in the background. If you can hear something, if you can't, it's okay. Um, this is where I'm starting to pick up the pace, and This is where I feel confident about the car and the track. So every time you jump in a car and every time you go around a track, you need to be confident about everything. There is You need some time to build up that confidence. And again, right here, I was very late on the brakes, and definitely it hits your lap time. It takes toll on your lap time a lot. Here again, I lost the control. I went out of the track. I retried. Definitely, being patient is very important when you are doing sim racing or even actual racing, because patience is the key. A lot of times, all you have to do is be patient and let the track take its course. Yeah, let the course take its course. Well, again, the corner entry was poorly taken, handled, and but this corner I handled it pretty well. Again, this corner exit, I think I've managed to, get around tightly around the corner, but again, the corner exit is a little bit slower than my skills. Definitely everything that I'm saying in this video is according to my skills, not comparing with other players or players who are at the top of the leaderboard, because their skills are far better than mine. I'm learning how to do perfect sim racing, or how to, navigate my way around the tracks. Nürburgring GP is a challenging track, definitely. Not as challenging as some of the other tracks out there, but definitely here I downshifted a little bit, and well, the engine revs went up, and the engine couldn't pick up the pace. So the car slowed down. Again, this was okay-ish, not really well. Right here, the corner exit was pretty okay. Three shifts down, a lot of braking, and then turning. But this is what I this this is something that happens all the time. When you exit the corner, you have to be careful of your right foot, the acceleration, and if you are hard on the acceleration, the tires spin out, and the car, it oversteers and you lose control of the car. So it's something that you have to worry about actually when you're driving these type of cars that have a lot of turbocharge, turbo energy to power your rear wheels, and the cars that are not four wheel drive, the cars that have not so GT3 type of balance. So this again, it was a bad corner entry. Zero braking, very less braking actually. This corner entry was again bad. A lot of braking, was needed. I didn't do it. Here again, I failed. So a lot of attempts have been, you know, oh damn. After a lot of attempts, I started picking up the pace, and I started understanding where to brake, how much to brake, and how much to accelerate afterwards, because it is very important to brake and accelerate, you know, with coordination. Because when you enter a corner, you need to know when to start accelerating. When you are before entering corner, when you hit the braking point, most of the times it's the 100 mark braking point. After hitting that braking point, you have to downshift, brake hard, and as you approach the corner, let off the brake and slowly turn into corners, and then start accelerating. So this is a basic formula of the handling corners. But the thing is that it is not the usual thing that you face. Sometimes what happens is that you get kind of maneuver to the right or to the left, far into the corner, and you have to do some minor corrections with your steering wheel, and that takes a lot of time. Even a few milliseconds of time is a lot in racing. So when that happens, you lose your pace, you lose your racing line, and then to correct it, you have to do some minor adjustments to your steering wheel, to your braking, or to your acceleration. So every time getting smoothly around a corner is not really possible, but still you try. You have to try. This this corner entry and this corner exit was perfectly handled, because again I'm telling you, um sometimes it happens that you handle these corners perfectly, and most of the times you fuck up big time. So that's how the racing works. Right here, now I'm understanding how these corner works. This entry and exit was perfectly handled, and I was pretty confident while entering the corner that I don't have to I don't have to keep a lot of I don't have to brake a lot, and I can lift off my foot. I was quite confident about the car that it's going to turn because I have practiced on this car. By the way, this footage is just 15 minutes because I have edited 2 hour and 30 minutes of entire footage, and chopped everything that was unnecessary. And these are the important highlights where I could complete uh, one lap around this track without going out of the track limits, and without failing myself, without crashing. I only could complete around 3 to 4 laps without crashing. This was a perfect lap actually. um, Good lap timing, not as good as some players out there, but good for a newbie like me. 2.9616 is what I could achieve in this entire process, which was not really bad, definitely not bad. Shedding 2 seconds of your entire lap time is really something. Now, this lap, I started this lap with ghosts, so my ghost is behind me. This is my ghost, and this is my best lap time. I'm trying to beat my best lap time, but definitely it's a tough thing to do because once you start racing, once you start getting good lap times, you know where to brake, you know where to accelerate. It becomes mechanical. Think is a mechanical block. So after that, you have to stop, you have to rethink, you have to take a break and rethink about your strategies, rethink about your braking points and acceleration points, and probably use your own ghost. Now I'm trying to get the ghost of the world's fastest racer on this track for this week and see where his skills are and where my skills are. And braking again at the 100 mark, getting tightly around the corner. This was handled pretty well, but again, this next attempt, I hope this attempt is. I hope this attempt goes well. Again, braking at the 100 mark, entering the corner perfectly, getting a little bit wider, again getting tight here, which is so far so good. But the ghost is still ahead of me. I tried a lot. Again, in this corner, the ghost was ahead of me. I couldn't do much because obviously that's the world champion and I'm a newbie. So you start wondering if their car is faster than yours, but that's not true. These all of these cars are same spec, and there aren't any faster cars. There aren't any advantages and disadvantages in these kind of time trial challenges. So all you have to do is see where they break, see where their racing line is, and then follow it actually. All these attempts were pretty much failures, but then I started to pick up little bit pace, and you know started to get ahead of the ghost. This is my ghost actually. This is not the world champion's ghost. I did learn few things from that lap racing with the world champion, and then now I'm racing again with my own ghost, the previous ghost that I failed to beat. But in this lap, I was pretty much successful in beating my own ghost. Mm, Again, the same lap time I had, 2.9. Right here, this corner was handled perfectly well because now that I'm used to it, now that I'm used to how to handle these corners, I'm trying my best. Right here, the corner exit was pretty well handled actually. Going straight into the corner, braking very hard at the 100 mark, and then turning hard left, cutting the corner because it is allowed. Right here, cutting the corner is allowed. It's not actually the corner, but my acceleration was little bit lesser. I tried my best right here, but the ghost was faster. So all in all, what I have done previously was my perfect lap, and those were my skills. So so nothing to worry about actually. The thing is that there are a lot of tracks in this game. There are a lot of tracks to explore and to learn. The main point is there are some tracks in which I perform very well and I feel very natural. The car just flows, and there are some tracks on which I cannot perform well. This was one of them. I think this time trial challenge for this week is now over. You can't enter and play this thing anymore. But I'll try my best to get close as possible to the world champion and see, you know, where my position is in the world. So the Nürburgring GP was quite challenging for me. I had a lot of fun. I got to learn a lot about the RE Armenia Mazda RX-7 FD3S. I do not know what type of car this is exactly, but it is highly tuned and extremely souped up Mazda RX-7. It does have quite a lot of bhp. 366 is around 400 bhp in 1.2 kgs. It has good power to weight ratio as well. A performing car, a well performing car, and this was fun. So that's it, guys. That's it for today. My next video is about me competing in this week's online race with other players, and it didn't go so well, but it did went well, I guess. You will see what happens. Don't worry, I will post it soon. And thank you for watching this video. If you have watched till this point, thank you so much. You have stuck around. You didn't get bored of racing, and that means that you are a racing enthusiast or racing fan. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel, Dude Person. And I'll see you soon. Bye bye. Love you.